Now, you guys already know the worst thing that could possibly happen is when you have places you need to go, you have business that you need to tend to, you put on your clothes, you're ready to go, you have your bag, you got your purse, you got your lunch, you go out and get in the car, and the car won't start. Okay, so that is exactly the situation I found myself in on yesterday. And it reminded me, someone wrote in my comment section one day last week, I think it was Friday, to make sure that I have AAA on my car. And I was responding, letting them know that I do have all of the above. And guess what? I ended up needing just that. Was that a coincidence? Someone writes me, and then it immediately happens the very next work day. Who are you? Okay. But anyway, just kidding. Anyway, that is exactly what happened on yesterday. I head out to the car, had my bag, called myself going to get to my first appointment early, make sure that I have all my stuff situated. I probably had a few phone calls that I was going to make, whatever. Y'all know how I get down. I get out to the car, get everything situated. I'm even in there picking and filling through things. Never once had I put the key to see by my car starting. Okay, when I pressed that button, it did nothing. I was like, oh my goodness, my car is not starting. What is happening right now? Like, there was no noise. It caught me off guard because I've never had this issue with this car at all, ever. So I was looking at it like, something is going on. My lights are not on. My mind was everywhere. Alternator, starter, battery, all types of stuff. My fob, maybe the battery's dead in the fob. I know a little bit about cars. So anyway, I decided, let me see, can I get it boosted off? I didn't have no booster cables. I have a booster box inside of the house, but I haven't used it in so long, like forever and a day, until I knew that it was dead anyway. And I already know most of the time when you use a booster box, if your battery is completely dead or if it's really bad, has really bad cells in it, you've had a long time, then 9 times out of 10, the booster box is not going to help anyway. So anyway, my neighbor had some booster cables, and I got his booster cables, and then someone pulled up right in the nick of time, and I said, I'm going to put you to work, and I had him boost my car, it was fine. Drove on out of here, went on, hit the freeway, went to my location, because I'm thinking if I left something on, which I thought was impossible, because most things go off in the newer cars anyway. Things just turn off on their own. So I was like, that couldn't be the problem. Maybe I had the door ajar and just didn't realize it. And when I clicked the twig, I just kept going in the house, and that could have possibly been my problem. I didn't know what it was, but I knew that once you drive your car for a good moment, especially with the distance that I was going, once you drive it and get to the location, it'll recharge your battery up if nothing's wrong with it. So when I got there, I turned the car off. I gave it a minute, and then I turned it back on, and it crunked just fine. I was like, okay, so it must have been a problem. I didn't even think nothing else about it. I went into my appointment. I don't even think I was in there 20 minutes, maybe 30, but it wasn't long. It didn't take long at all because it was construction, but turned out the location was very small, so it didn't take long at all to knock it out and get out of there. I head back to the car, and my car wouldn't start. After I knew my car wouldn't start, I called AAA, but not before I talked to a guy that was at the corner. Right at the corner next to the shop where I was is a car shop. The guy comes over with his little box. He acted like he didn't want to be bothered. I would have, probably let him take a look at it and see what could be wrong with it. Probably they push it over there to the location because it wasn't even a half a block from his location. But he had this little thing going on, like he didn't want to be bothered. So I was like, you know what, we ain't even doing that. Because first of all, that shop is way too far from my house in the first place. And I'm not trying to be going that far to be trying to be dealing with a car. Now I got to go back and forth and check on the car. That's a no-go. I was not going to do that anyway. But he brought his little box to the car, and it wouldn't boost the car. So he just walked on about his little business. So then I called AAA. I waited on them. They said an hour, but about 20 minutes they showed up. I was so glad, because that's one reason why I don't like dealing with them, because it takes so long for them to get to you. Anyway, they managed to get there, and he hops out of the truck, and what does he have? He has a little box. And I said, what is with these little boxes? So the car wouldn't start. He gave his little 2 cents of what he thought was wrong. So I decided, you know what, let me go ahead and call him again, because he can't tow my car, actually, right? So I knew I was going to have to call again just to get a tow truck. So my son was originally the first person that I called in the first place when my car wouldn't start the first part of the day. And he was going to come over to help me see about getting it boosted. But then, like I said before, somebody else showed up. So he stayed on the phone with me. the entire ride all the way to my first appointment to make sure that I was okay. After the first AAA truck had left, I contacted him and let him know that the AAA couldn't get my car started and I'm gonna have to go ahead and call a tow truck. And he was like, well, you know what? Since they're using the box, maybe I should come over, let me come, and then we'll see if we could just get you boosted. Maybe you do just need the power from another vehicle instead of just a box, just like you did this morning. And if that's the case, you won't have to call a tow truck. We can just go from that location to wherever we're going to go after, and I'll follow you, and we can get your battery, get everything situated, or take it to the shop so you can make sure that that is the only problem that you have. I was like, okay, so we'll do that. So I waited on my son. He shows up. We try to do it, and unfortunately, it still would not crank again. That first crank was all it had for me on that day. My goodness. So we ended up calling the tow truck anyway. He comes over, and from at that point is where the next portion of the video starts, because my son decided he wanted to tape what we had going on out there, and I didn't know it at first until I turned around and seen them doing it. So I decided I would add it into the life of being a field inspector. Let you guys know there's some good and some bad that goes along with this job. Hey, this is my first time with a breakdown. I don't know what's gonna happen. I had to cancel 2 appointments from yesterday. Today is the day after. My car's still over at the shop. I walked over today and talked and checked on it to see what was going on. They still don't quite know what's happening, but I did go first thing in the morning, and when they did get it yesterday, it was late in the evening. So hopefully they'll be able to figure out what it is. If they don't, they saying it could be electrical. If it is, y'all already know. Now I got to take my car to another shop, electrical place, and yeah, well, that's another song and dance. I may end up in a rental. I don't even know. I don't know if I'm going to end up having to cancel all of my appointments for the rest of the week. I don't know, but whatever way it is, you know, I work so hard. I need a break anyway. I'm just going to take the good with the bad. God is good no matter which way you look at it. But anyway, I'm going to show you the last part of the video so that you can see how it all went down.
As you can see,
Don't be recording my stuff.
You just gotta let them know that it's. You gotta let them know it's real life. You making it happen. Hey. No, seriously, man. You gotta let them know. Things are going as well, but it's not always flowers.
Ain't always flowers and daisies.
It's not always roses and daisies. So look, a day in the life right here. So we don't know what's going on. It won't start, but I think it's a fuse problem. But we're not sure. We got my man Roman out here. He doing what he got to do.
He doing what he got to do.
Shout out to Roman.
Shout out to Roman.
Yeah, go get you a person. Got personal AAA right here. Your location. All right, what did you have planned today? How many you had to go?
I was like, you know, I had 3 appointments today. I had to do 3 appointments. I just did one. The one was right there on the corner at the beauty shop. Mm-hmm. And then as soon as I left that one, I was supposed to head to Glendale, do another one, and then from that one on the other side of downtown, take care of that one. But when I came out and got in my car, it didn't do duty.
As you see? And she had them all lined up, y'all. She get the area codes, the zip codes, all in order, so she can just bam, 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 bam. So if you don't have a routine, that's a great one to run by, right there.
Maybe I should have went by my book. There's a book in my dash that says it's a maintenance schedule. You think that's what it was, Ron? I didn't do my maintenance schedule right. I just went in and let them change out my spark plugs and stuff. I did all of that.
No,
but I gotta have something more than that, huh?
It's
it's just a fuse. They probably gonna charge me all of America's rent for next year for that.
Hey, but you win some, you lose some, but you see the smile she got? Just know to stay in the fight. Hey, stay in the fight.
Hey.
Because you don't stay in the fight, you stay defeated. You know, defeat, I don't pay the bills.
Hit the bump light run, okay?
Just in case y'all wonder who's the sexy chocolate handsome cameraman. Shout out to Guy. Everybody go like, subscribe, go follow your boy, Guy Peel Jr. I'll comment under this video. But yeah, as you see.
You ready?
Look at my baby right there. You gave me an address?
He knows.
All right, so everybody watching this, oh, nothing. Everybody watching this, remember, stay blessed. Mom, everybody remember, stay blessed. No matter what you're going through, no matter what type of obstacle you're having in your day. As you see, we're having like a little bump in the road right here, but it's nothing. It's nothing. You see, we still got smiles. We might go get something to eat now. Now we have time to, do different things. So just remember, there's always a season. There's a reason for every season. Or a season for every reason. Well, you get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow. We posted all. We show the good days, we show the bad days. So we're just being fully transparent to y'all, because this is life right here, man. We don't only just post the highlights. We post the lowlights too, so. But check out the all white forces, man. Check out the gear, man. Check out the fit.
Way over here somewhere, and then somebody over here say they can, you know what I'm saying? I don't know these people over here. I'd rather start somewhere and then work my way around, you know what I mean? Okay.
So, you gonna be there or?
Yeah, we're coming right now.
Meet you there?
Yeah, and then I'll be there when you unhook it. Okay.
Just like that?
Just like that.